So what's up guys, the Halloween challenge has ended. I will be reviewing the top 20, so if you're outside of the top 20, I'm sorry you didn't make it in, but I thought 20 is enough to review in this video. The winner will win my product animation tutorial or course or whatever you want to call it, the car lighting and the half dome. I hope it will help the winner a lot to succeed in his 3D life. And watch till the end because actually there will be a plot twist on who's the winner, so don't miss the end. Things turned out unexpectedly. So let's jump right into not a Blender, actually Photoshop, because that's the best tool for going through these images that I found. So let's get into it. So we're gonna start with the loser of the challenge. No, of course there's no loser, especially I'm only reacting to the top 20. So Sander, you're not the loser even though you're on place 20, and I do really like this render. And he wrote about this render when I was very young. I always saw this kind of images on Google and convinced myself these sort of were real. Title, I swear I saw something on the tape. I agree. I also like this type of render a lot. It's kind of like Paranormal Activity maybe, and there is some more hidden stuff in the background that a lot of people when voting maybe missed. So a very, very cool render. I really like it. And also place 20, I didn't blend in the ratings of Instagram, but there were a lot of renders basically rated exactly the same. So a lot of them were really grouped up. So great work, Sander, and cool that you took part of the challenge. Let's move to the next loser. The next loser is Nitesh Kumar. Also pretty cool render, very, very clear and crisp. I like it. I'd almost like place 20 more than this, but I can imagine people maybe voted this because just a bit more vibrant and popping and like clear renders. Also very, very cool render. Let's move to place 18 by Artur. Pretty happy with how it turned out, even though with the short amount of time I had, I was still able to make this. The monster and the trees were assets, but the car is mine. Hope you like it. I definitely like it. I must also say here, I'm surprised it's placed 18, but once again, I think that's because a lot of places were very, very similar and basically the same ranking. So this is a very, very cool render. I guess this is a E36 something. I don't know if it's a M3. I'd say this is more like a tuner's 320i, who knows, but very, very cool render. Yeah, what should I say about it? I like that you added grain or kept grain, I'm not sure, but it definitely fits well into the image. Maybe it looks a bit too much like render grain and less like photo grain because it's like really colorful grain, but who am I to judge? It's still pretty cool render. I like that you made it square, so very, very cool. Let's move to place 17. Place 17. Oh, I had text here once. Now I forgot who this was from. 1 second. So there's the text. I bring you Default Myers Killer of PCs. So also very cool render. I don't know if it's rendered, redrawn in Paint. If it's a filter, I guess it must be a filter. I don't know. Now Photoshop crash. Perfect. That's why I love Photoshop. Come on, boy. Come on now. Okay, I had to move on. Somehow everything just collapsed. So we're here at the bestest tech support straight out of India. This render is place 16, also a lower rating than expected, but I think also because some people didn't see all the details on Instagram, especially this lovely high-end detail. I also like how we put me on the very top where I belong, because I don't belong down here, I belong there, so perfect positioning. I'm not sure who this should be representing. You decide on who this might be in a taxi. So also very, very cool render. Also cool with the super green here. All pretty cool. Like, what should I say about it? A little pumpkin grave. So pretty cool render. Place 16. Let's move so this video won't go on forever. So place 15. Mr. Handsome back in the game. Improved my avatar. It has a higher rating than some other ratings I'm surprised about, but sometimes maybe it's just the memeage that gave it this extra little boost. I don't know. I like how the eye is just kind of looking up into the lid. So very, very cool rendering. Let's move on to place 14 by Alpha Cinema. I had to do something, so I did it very, very quick render. I really like this render. It doesn't even look quick, like really quick or slow. Doesn't always make a difference on quality, I think, personally. Like, quick things can be good. So I really like this. I'm not sure what the hell this is. I guess some monster deer creature thing, but I guess that also makes this render cool. By the way, I personally like this type of grain more because it fits more the like this photo grain more than the colorful noisy grain, but just my opinion. I think these road stripes might be a bit too tight and small compared to the size of the road, but still a very, very cool render. I really like this. I would have rated this higher for sure. And I did also. I also added my rating. So I don't know what I rated, but higher than this for sure. So this rating is by It's Me. Well, Badgers, Badger, please, I'll wait for feedback for mine in the video. So this is the video. Here's my feedback. I know that one guy added the fire after and did a little color grading to help him out a little bit. I don't know if It's Me agrees to this being an improvement or making it worse, but I think it's an improvement. That's why I added this version into the challenge. And you can see place 13 is already quite good. I really like this render. I don't know what to say about it. It's pretty cool, like very polygonal everything, like kind of like Super Mario style. Maybe you can have a bit more smooth shading or normal map or bump map or displacement or something, giving the mesh more detail. Even using a texture is fine, kind of like what you did on the pumpkins, but I'd also do that around here. Maybe it was your style, I don't know, but I personally would like a bit more detail so it looks less like Super Mario polygons. But otherwise, very, very cool. Interesting composition with the moon on the thirds. I don't know if that was intended. And the bush on the other thirds. So maybe it's just your eye that gave this a quite good like composition. It's really well balanced. I think the stars might be a bit too big. You can maybe add a bit more realistic stars, even with the texture. It doesn't have to be actual spheres or noise you could maybe use. So yeah, very, very cool and interesting render. I like it. So let's move on to place 12. So place 12 is by Sir Penguins. And this also on first glance, you're like, oh, not too crazy, but a cool render with some god rays. Very nice. But then you look closer, you find my head getting chopped off. And you'll find I saw somewhere else sneaky placed. Right here, Mr. Pumpkin Badger. Sneaky under the pumpkin hiding so no one sees him. I don't know. Oh, there's another one looking out the window. So as you can see, no one can hide from me. I see everything. I'm everywhere. So this is a great representation of me. Yeah. So I would have given this 5 stars out of 5 stars. Easy. I don't know what I rated on this, but this is a pretty cool render. Also, I really like the atmosphere, how you have a foreground, which a lot of people, including me, often forget doing, always focusing on background, but always add or not always, but always consider foregrounds as well. So very cool. Very, very cool render. Place 12. Let's move on to 11 by Harry, which also is quite hairy, except no beard, only hairy on his head. Very cool render of the Urus. I'd say this Urus is maybe a little bit too small. I think it's probably a bit bigger. I don't know if a zombie woman can just look over the roof of this car. Maybe not. Maybe so. I don't know. Headlights. I'm a fan if you don't render complex, realistic headlights. Just use a photo of the real headlight and kind of map it on. It will give it way more detail. The Lamborghini logo, maybe you want to give it a bit more focus. So this also shines, kind of like the paint. That would have been cool. So you see maybe half of the bowl. So yeah, I don't like the headlights. It's like too just emission-y. Like I'd like to see a bit more detail, anamorphic flares or something around the headlights. Otherwise, Zombie Woman is really cool. I also really like the light, how Zombie Woman is kind of like lit up and the car is half lit up, but still the right side of the car is like still visible. So I really like it. I'm just missing a little bit detail around the headlights since they're so dominant. They could look better, and the Lambo logo. So great job, Harry. Thanks for taking part in the challenge. Let's move on to, same for the lights here. You could probably use a texture of like a photo of these lights instead of just using planes. I don't know. Let's move to the top 10. So place 10 is by Levante. That's it, my MGB Cabriolet transformed to a Halloween scene. I hope you will like it. I do like it. It's very, very cool. This is a type of render I never do, not because I don't like this type of render, just because somehow my brain, I can only render wide rooms with one clean product in the middle. So I like seeing complex renders like this that are just really full of detail everywhere. So very, very cool render. I really like it. Also, you can see in the rating, place 10 is not too bad. So also other people seem to like it a lot. So very, very cool and interesting and artistic render. Also, this light is cool. Very, very cool. Maybe the rust could have been done like with some type of map, not just slapped it on there, but maybe like Substance Designer or Substance Painter or baking some type of dirt map, edge map, something, I don't know, to give it a bit more detail and not just slap on rust, but that's like the only thing. But otherwise pretty cool. Also cool with the grass on the hood. So a very, very cool render. Let's go to spot number 9. So it's funny, when this was small, I actually thought this was an onion, and I was like, okay, that's a weird Halloween onion, and I thought because of vampires, but then it was like, no, that's garlic, and then I was just confused at that point, and then I realized it's a skull with a candle on top with some chromatic color fringing. So very, very cool. Very, very cool render. Also really like the purple. This is also a color I never use, but looks really good. Just purple. I don't know why I never use purple, but it looks very, very nice. Yeah, what should I say? Very, very cool render. I like it. Very nice. He wrote, my entry for the contest, if it's not too late. No, it definitely was not too late. The only person being too late is probably me making this video. So all good. Number 8. Yeah, boys, success. Okay, this is my submission. Very similar to my last submission in the previous Halloween comp here. Yes, I remember. But I think I've gotten a little bit better than these boys. Definitely got better. Your render quality is definitely better than last year. I really like the quality, actually. It's very, very high end. Interesting with the color grain as well. But you're getting a huge minus for my enemy number 1, Blender Guru, and my enemy number 2, CG Geek. No, of course, they're not enemies, but, you know, gotta give that 1-star rating on this one. So, next, place 7. I thought this one would win, to be honest. I saw this by the Mr. Gregory, one of the most famous badgers of all time. Everyone's nightmare. Quick fun with box cutter. I really thought this would win, because this is one scary image. One scary render. Yeah, no one wants to ever see this. But yeah, I really thought this was going to win. But maybe just a lot of people didn't get it. Who knows? For me, a clear winner, not for the other people. So next, number 6. Number 6 is by Top View, and the top view is lit up by a top view light with some monsters and some type of Squid Game guard colored in black, and some zombage and some trash, because trash is very scary, especially if you have like too much trash at home. That's some scary stuff right there. So very, very interesting. I like this COVID style pumpkin. Now that I said COVID, this video is probably going to get marked by COVID. So let's move on to the next one. Great render. Top 5. Crazy render. I'd say, not the best, but one of the best of all renders that were sent, or how do you say it? Yeah, given to me. One of the best for sure. I really like this. I don't even know what to improve, actually. I guess you could, like, if this was a real marketing shot, I guess you could improve like a bit more like of the assets themselves. But like, to be honest, this is top level. Like, of course, like this human, maybe it's too cheap 3D for a real marketing shot, but this is not far away from an official Dodge rendering, in my opinion, except visual quality here and there. But generally, this is top end for sure. Like the Dodge itself is pretty much perfect. Like this is very, very good. I really like this. One of my favorite, if not, no, maybe this is my favorite render of all, like of just being a really cool image. This is maybe the best, but still only top 5 by duilong.png. Hello everyone, this is my ticket to the Halloween challenge. I'm a fan of automotive, so the first thing that comes to my mind is how to make a Halloween scene with my car model. Made in Blender, rendered with Cycles, retouched with Photoshop. Hope you guys like it. Yes, I do like it a lot. So let's move on. Number 4. So this is by Platon. And this is a very, very nice render. Not a winner, but a close winner. Very, very nice. This was very popular on Instagram. This had probably not only one of the best reviews, but one of the most reviews as well. Our ratings, our votings. So very, very, very cool render with the floating candles. Very, very cool. Let's move on to the next spot. It's number 3. This is by the famous Carrot Boy. He delivered quite late, but yeah, he did it. He delivered once again, and once again, he is on the 3rd place. Not once again, because last year he was 1st place. So, great render by Mr. Carrot. I like how you put the focus on the stem and not on the face, because why not? Let's move on to numero 2. So, boom! This is the craziest render, of course, of all. This is insane. I don't think I could do this. This is like top level stuff. So yeah, this is yet another Halloween themed artwork, which I finished a few weeks ago. So crazy artwork. Like, what should I say about this? Except it's amazing. So let's move on. Who is the number 1? Who would have thought could be the number 1? Let me have a sip of coffee. The number 1 is my render. So guys, you know what you call this type of people that voted for this render in German? It's called Schleimer. So Google Schleimer and translate it to English. That's what all of you guys are. Of course, I did not win this challenge and I'm disqualified. I still put it in because I can't believe you guys like for real voted mine to be the first. Like, I don't even know. So I will just directly delete this. So this could be the winner, but this is also not the winner because this guy has such good stuff, including this, which was rendered beforehand. And there was other people that rendered only for this challenge, taking the time seriously and just doing it quickly, which I do respect a lot. And this guy is just already pro. So I hope that Hardy agrees with me that he did not win because he just already pre-delivered. And I think there's other people that will need the product animation tutorial way more than he does. Other people that will need the Half Dome way more than he does. So I will take away his victory. But what I will do will plug his Instagram. So I'll show you right now. He has a really, really cool Instagram. So check it out. That's going to be his prize of being, let's say, 2nd spot after all. So he's still 2nd spot, not the new 1st spot. So great stuff. Sorry I had to take away your victory. So now we're going to number 3, which should be place number 1. But I can't give Carrot Boy number 1 because Carrot Boy already won last year. He can't win every year. And also he delivered too late. So what should I say? So let's go back. Number 1 I already deleted and reported. This guy worked outside of the challenge and delivered something he already had. Big minus. Number 3 already won last year and delivered late. Minus, minus. So the winner, you maybe have remembered who it was, is the number 4. I'm not joking. This is the winner. I think this is a good decision, especially I skipped the part that he wrote. Hi guys, this is my first challenge ever. So that's why I also think it's more deserved than Mr. Hardy. In this case, his first challenge, and he didn't feel so great. And actually, on coincidence, when going through my Instagram, he wrote me a message a long time ago that I also saw. And I don't know, I just really think that he really deserves this victory. And don't think that I'm just giving it to him, because Carrot Boy delivered too late and he won last year. I, of course, am disqualified. And this guy is like beyond good, and he didn't render something only for the challenge. So I think that Platon has the most honest and deserved render that was rated place 4 behind the other guys. So I really do think that Platon does deserve the victory. So he is the number 1. Let's whip out that brush. I don't know what color I have. I got shitty gray, perfect. So this is the number 1. So you're the winner, Platon. Message me on the Discord or Instagram, and I will deliver you the product animation tutorial that I hope, of course don't have to, but I hope you'll watch, and hopefully you'll learn a lot, and hopefully it will help you on your further progress through life as a 3D artist. Maybe step up your game, maybe understand more what clients need to even make some money. I don't know how much money you're making with 3D, but that tutorial definitely should help. Also, the half dome will help you make some very, very quick renders with cars or anything really. And also lighting scene should probably also help you. I see you're already very good, but I don't know. So I think well-deserved prize. And Hardy, as mentioned, you are second place. Once again, check out his Instagram. Great stuff. Probably the best guy that applied for sure. Very, very good stuff. So that's it for today. I hope you liked it. I hope you can agree that this still was a fair challenge. I thought it was interesting working with Instagram votes. Worked well, went quick. And on Christmas, I'm going to try to plan it a bit more advanced, have a real theme, and have like maybe some cooler, bigger prizes. I'll think about it. So see you soon and have a great day and goodbye.